Good afternoon to students. This is Rama Krishna. My name is spells K Rama Krishna, and I will teach you the subject discrete mathematics. And today we will discuss about the introduction. And as you are new to the department, I will let you know so many things in the later courses. First of all, we will concentrate on the subject, and with a hope that uh, the semester will go on well. But this is a very hard time and new to all of you, because you see this is the new system which we are going to adopt this time, and now you are coming to your home, like the department in the first year. You might be gone through various subjects which is the combination of all the engineering related, like mechanical, electronics, and other. But the recent AICT modifications were allowed only three subjects concentrated on maths, physics, and chemistry. But once again, this year onwards, the subjects were changed. So anyhow, I hope that these all new changes also you should have to be aware of, because our department is a strong department, having a strong base in the college itself. So you should have to be very new to this department, and you have to carry for 3 years more, 3 more years. So you should have to be uh, uh, first of all, you should have to know the faculty names and the faculties, because you see here the faculty who will teach you, they might be associated with the whole degree also, and sometimes there might be some misinterpretations or the misunderstandings in between the faculties with the students. So you should have to somewhere you should have to excuse the faculties, and the faculty should have to excuse more the students, because you see if once your entry in the department will go wrong, then it will lead to so many misinterpretations, and wrong things will go on. So with that hope that you will go in a very smooth manner, the department will run in a very smooth manner. But in general that doesn't happen, because it is a very big department. So some misinterpretations. It's like a family. You see, the hierarchy should be. You must be aware of the hierarchy. You see, the student must have to know if a faculty is giving something wrong or going something wrong. Then you have a way to approach the head, and if there is some problem with the head, then there is another place where you have to go to the director. And still there is a problem in the head, then you have to put in the forum, and then that will be discussed. So don't go in a hurry, and don't go into the any discouraged mode or the negative mode. Okay, this is all what I want to tell you before enter into the department. Okay, and this subject is titled The Discrete Structures and the Theory of Logic. You see, the DSTL, this name was changed 3 years back when the KCS, this code is KCS, this was given by the AICT 2 years back. Before that, we have the subject codes with NCS and RCS, TCS. So, series were there. Sometimes AKTU, affiliated university, will start designing the syllabus. Then they will generally use the course with NCS or TCS. RCS also used sometimes. So, but this time, yeah, AICT is designing the curriculum, so broad curriculum, which you will say. So this curriculum is given by AICT model. So you are running with the choice-based system, credit system. Okay. Once again, we will discuss that thing in the choice-based credit system. What is that mean by later on words? Because today is the introduction section, so I don't want to go more into deep about all these things. And one more important thing is that now we have to adhere to it, because you see. 1 year back we were not a accredited department, and 3 years back we were not accredited by the NAC. That once again we will see what is the NAC and what is the NBA, that we will discuss of. The only department which we are accredited by NBA, that is NBA. So we can see what is the importance of NBA, that the student has also to be aware, and that will directly impact the subject way of teaching. You see, once if the department is not accredited, then they may have the lot of liberty, the lot of liberty to go according to their mode. But once the department is accredited, then every stakeholder, I will use the word stakeholder. Stakeholder basically means the people who are involved in that, the people who are involved in that one, all are part of that. So now I will share the screen. That screen will be shared here by using how this will be used here. This is the one. So I am sharing the screen where you can have a title and this one. Okay. So now I am coming to the subject. I am going back. Well, like you see, once the department is accredited and ours is the accredited department, we have some certain restrictions. You see, the student has to be aware of the vision and mission of the department, and which is based on the, as it is based on the vision and mission of the institute. So the student must have to be aware of that thing. Dear students, because you see this, you are in the second year, because you see, we have to go for the renewal. uh, the word renewal I am using, but they will say that they are saying that as the review. We have to go for the review, maybe in 2021-22. So that means that you may be at third year at that time. So you play a very key role. So what we learn today, that impact will be, you have to show there in 2021-22. Be aware, this type of words we don't repeat, and maybe some faculties may ignore of this thing. So you should have to be remember those things, because you see they may ask, the team may ask about what is the course outcome or object of the subject, what is the subject name, course code. You see, this we are these words, you see, in the layman language you can use so many verbs and so many words, but now you should have to be conversant with these words. Now this is not called as the subject, this is called as the course. Course, that's why I have written here course outcome. You see, so you have to use the word course, not subject. When you can speak with the colleagues or the friends, you have to use the word course, so that by next year you will be conversant with the vocabulary. Okay. And as English plays the very crucial role here, so you should have to be conversant with the pronunciations and the words very carefully. So now this course name is Discrete Structures and Theory of Logic, DSTL. Okay, discrete Structures and Theory of Logic. And the course code is KCS 303. Repeatedly we are using that word. Once we are accredited, once again I am going back, you were and we were bound to the outcome based education. We were bound to the outcome based education. What do you mean by means? At every each step you have to know that what is the outcome of this one. Like you see, if I can learn this sir, if I can learn this word or this topic, this course, what is the outcome of this one, what I will be able to do and what I have to do by using this one, what is the output of this one. You see, if you are not accredited, you are not bound to, because you see, 3 years back we were used to concentrate on the stuff of the students. Like you see, we were having a little bit liberty. Like you see, if a student is want something, we will be able to change according to question made. But now we have a very limited scope. because you see, to achieve those tasks, we have to be very careful with the speed and time constraints. So now, as this is saying that this one is the subject is discrete structure and theory of logic. This at each and every stage you have to have at each stage you should have to have the outcome of this one. Okay, now what is the outcome? That's why I have written over here the course outcomes. This will be limited to around and maximum up to 5, because you see, once again, this is based on the section to section. You see, if section A is holding with some course outcomes, then section B will vary with the course outcomes. Okay, so I am teaching two sections, means you never compare section A course outcome with the section B course outcome, because the students who are capable of that, we can design the outcome. Okay, now here, as far as this section concerned, even though not much change about that, because you see, all the students coming in one institutions, the section might not vary, but the branch and other institutions, the students stuff may vary, because you see, IIT students have some more outcomes, and NIT students might have different outcome, and here you might have another outcome. Our target will be something different. Okay, that's what I want to say here. So now this, what is the broad description of this course? This course has been divided into 5 units. Once again, this is a mixture of the different courses. You see, in the long back, like 7 years back, this was taught as the 3 subjects. It's a mixture of 3 subjects. The graph theory we used to teach, and probability and combinatorics, this is another subject which we used to teach, and discrete mathematics, basically that word come from the mathematics. So this is a mixture of all the three. The reason behind is there. Once again, you see, previously there is a very less pass percentage when the 3 different subjects were there. The students used to feel very difficult with the propositional logic, what we are using the predicated logic, this fourth unit. You see, this unit, the students feels very hard, because it is entirely going into the Turing machines and the theory of automata. The students feels very difficult, and the pass percentage is very less. And when compared to the graph theory, 100% result is there. Students, they themselves used to call as the graph theory as the theoretical subject. So then this is a interesting subject. Once again, set theory and the functions, these are you learned from the 12th class. Students used to feel a little bit comfortable over here. So out of these 3 subjects, students have the pass percentage of in the first subject, which is set theory and this one, and then the graph theory, but a very poor result is over there in the predicated logics and the proposition logics, and then rings and fields. Very, and when compared to the application point of view, this plays very huge role. When you have the Turing machines, the theory of automata, natural language processing, and if you can go for the construction of the hardware machines, this plays a very hard role naturally when you want to application point of view. That's why you see, once again we are going back, when the outcome based education has categorized these things, keep into the mind is these things. So now this is the one, you see, what I have a Bloom's knowledge level. We see now this AKTU itself has given last year this outcomes, but I have changed, because you see, last year when the visit was came, they were given a liberty that you see, you will change according to uh, 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 your students level. So last year I have rewritten these course outcomes, once the NBA is over and we got the accreditation, so we changed the course outcome depending on the last year's stuff. Once again, I am saying that this course outcome will always change depending on your stuff. You see, now I'm going with a new method of teaching learning process is a very interesting word once again. So now this teaching learning process will always a interesting one and very hard to define any part of this one. So only thing is that it keeps on change depending on all the stakeholders, the faculty who is teaching, the students who are sitting over there, and the other one is the parents and the industry. So these four people will play a very interesting role. So now crucial role, not an interesting role. There I can use the word crucial role. So now here, depending on the last year's stuff, students' level and capabilities, I changed these course outcomes. Once again, I will teach this time new methodology we are adapting, how much you will get. Basing on that one, I can once again change the course outcome. For that, you will be the stakeholder, you will give the your feedback. Then it will be implemented from the 22 means next June. We will be able to get this change. Okay, once again I said that you come into the department, that means that the department is having a separate unit which is called as the departmental coordination committee. If you can give a change, if you can ask for a change, that should not, that may be taken into consideration or may not be taken into consideration. Don't keep something in the mind that you see you have given in the feedback that this course outcome must be changed and we have to concentrate only on the room over here, knowledge level 1 and 2. That should not be possible, because you see the departmental coordinate committee or departmental academic committee will decide, because we have to keep certain targets over here. So you can give only suggestion, and if it is approved by academic committee or the course coordinate committee, then we can change definitely. So that will be in coordination with them. So, and you don't ask that, you see, we have given in the second year this change has been asked for and that was not done. So but you can be able to ask, but we will say because for this cause it should not be accepted. And okay, now we are coming to, as we are speaking about the word outcome based education. Here I used the word, you see, that's why I have written the word. They, at the end of the course, the students will be able to understand. You see, able to understand means this subject is more concentrated on the knowledge level 1, and it will go up to knowledge level 6. You see, that itself specifies the role of the knowledge levels, means who has given this one. This might not be taught in the first year. Bloom's taxonomy is the one. He is the maybe you can say that this is the scientist who has academician, educational academician has given. They said that, you see, for every teaching learning method has to be have certain knowledge levels. What does that mean? When knowledge levels, he has been divided into 6. That once again we will discuss when all the students will sit over there. Once the seminar hall will be there, where we can sit and I can tell all the things. But now here we will constrain to and limited to knowledge level 1 means the lowest level. Like the knowledge one means that is the level which means you will be remembering and or the understanding or the recalling whatever you have learned. Remember, recall, or the understand. Here we can discuss about what you have already learned, in the previous courses. Once again, previous courses means previous subjects which you have taught in the plus 2. That's why you see, when you can see the first unit covers the course outcome 2. You see, it is not mean that the unit 1 doesn't discuss about course outcome 1. Don't be go for that. Knowledge level 1 always discuss about the level of the knowledge and the level of remembrance and the level of the understand. Means what you can understand, what you will recall, what you learned in the 12th class plus 2, and what you will be able to easily adopt the new concepts, which is the bridge between this mathematics and the computer science. Okay, so knowledge level 1 is discussing. Yeah, I am covering over here. You see, in the beginning I used the word graph theory is very easy because it discuss about the small concepts and the theoretical concepts. That's why the knowledge level 1 is here. Okay, and the set theory, which you have already learned in the 12th class, so that will definitely go over here, knowledge level 1 over here. You see, this subject is important. It is constrained to all the 6 levels. That's why this starts from the level 1 and it will go up to level 6. That means that this is very, 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 very important subject in your throughout the course. So don't ignore this subject. Don't ignore this subject. It starts from the low level at the knowledge level 1, and it will give you a bridge to knowledge level 6. Means application and creation, like innovation and creation. Means, you see, when you can keep the Bloom's taxonomy, the first level is understanding level and the remember level. Like I can recall whatever I have learned in the previous stage, and the next level is it will go to the what you will go for the level which it is naturally, like application level, and then creation level, then innovation level. These are the levels. One student, one guy with the bachelor degree doesn't innovate anything. Only thing is that he at the knowledge level 8 only this will be applicable. So whatever the most of the subjects which you will learn in the first year and second year, it always discuss about the knowledge level 3. And when you can go to the fourth year, it level starts from level 6 to 8. Now the Bloom's taxonomy has of course re-revised last year, and they mixed up the top levels into the lower level, and that has been combined into 6. But now here I kept in the mind that with that 8 levels into the, because this is the old subject, very old subject. This you may call it as the 18th century subject. The subject is a 18th century subject, means you should have to understand. When we can keep this divide into the mathematics into so many mathematics, like you see algebra, modern algebra, application algebra, and then the this limits and continuations, derivations, integrations. This comes under the algebra, means very moderate 18th century subject. And it will start from the 18th century, and then when you can see this goes to the 19th century, when you can speak about the Boolean algebra. You see, when you can use the word Boolean algebra, means electronics, 20th century, where the electronics was invented. And algebraic structures like rings and fields, 19th century, once again, that the place where rings and fields came, like integration, limits and continuities matter, they all came into the existence. And we went up to the 21st century, like where you will be able to go for the truth tables and the tautology. Tautology means pronunciation may be different. Some people will say that tautology and tautology, but the meaning is same. Like you see predicate logic. You see, if you can use this one, what is going to be happen. You see, if your grammar is correct, like you see, grammar means some people may use English as the mode of this one, but what the machine will understand, what the computer will understand. If you can write, it's going to be rainy outside. Computer doesn't understand, but artificial intelligence machines may understand this vocabulary, And once again, what is the predicate logic? Like if you can write, if I can say, if I can use the word that my students this time, this result is going to be 100%, on which base you are saying? I can't say without science and mathematics. If I can say, then you can say you can be in this modern level, you will be called as old age person, or you will be called as a fool. But now, when the this mathematics, this type of Turing machines has came, machine artificial machines has came, you will always be able to estimate or predicate anything. The result will be is going to be true, on which basis you are saying. That's for that the combinatorics has to be learned. The combinatorics, this word may be pronouncing a new to you. In the 12th class, you have read this subject as the probability and permutation and combinations. This is the one. You see, these are the two words, permutation and combination. Now you might have recalled. You see, that's why I kept this one in the knowledge level 1. Knowledge level 1, I put this one because this is combinations, this is combination. That's why this word is looking like. That's why in the fifth one I am going to the knowledge level 2. Okay, so understand these things. So now comes to the one, what is the broad outline of this subjects. The first one is the topic 1. This is the set theory. The course broad distribution I am telling you. The first unit to discuss about the set theory, which you have already gone through. So this is a very new exercise for you, and means Bloom's has also said that you don't much waste your time over here. The student has to be learned. The student has to learn, because you say you have been already taught in the +2, but I will definitely agree this part has not been taught. Relations does not taught to you. So that where there I will spend more time. The next one is functions, which you have already learned. So here it will go as a revision. Revision means recalling. We can't understand. The concept should be understand at the 12th class. So natural numbers. This is also once again mathematical induction principles. These concepts you have already taught in the 12th class. So now the exercise for you is you have to once again bring back the +2 books. Today you have to concentrate on over here. Tomorrow when I will come to the subjects directly. Set theory, what do we mean by set theory? Okay, here once again this is what this column is indicating. AICT always designs that we should have to spend only 40 lectures. The course outlines for 40 lectures. Each unit has been broadway into 8 lectures. But here I know that we can spend around 20 lectures. 20 lectures, 8 into 20 means enough time we will spend over here. Later on we will see what is the level of you and what is the performance of you people. Then we can go ahead with the new time to time we can recall the but the threat for us is we can't do face to face interaction. That is one of the biggest drawback of this one. But once again we have methods to analyze both cumulatively. That we can do it. What is the mutual way, how can we believe? But today you are going to the home, and when you can start bringing the book back to the 12th class book and set theory. Set theory, you have to concentrate what is the set definition, and then the types of the set theory. You see, be careful. Who don't have much time, I don't spend much time over here. The symbols which you use, like I can only in the first class I can go with the belongs to. The remaining symbols you should have to go for the existence. There exists similarly equal to, not, nor, and these all things you should have to be conversant. Only I can revise, I can recall, but understanding will be from the. If your 12th class base is wrong, then you should have to be once again keep more and more time. I will go very slowly because you see AICT is saying 8 hours I have to spend, but 20 hours I will spend. But more than that, it doesn't make any sense for you because you see ours is once again the accredited branch, and we are hoping that we have to improve the quality. That means that your cooperation is very much required over there. So with this one, thank you very much. And tomorrow we will come up with the new definitions and this thing, and I will directly go into the subject syllabus. Okay. So anything, I will take the feedback and then we can go off. Thank you very much.